Hello again, welcome. More Ark Nova on BGA, still in Platinum League. Climbing is very slow so far. Here we go. Let's see how we do. There we go. Money sponsors, I like to see that. We are on AI. Building over rock, water, snapping cards. I don't like snapping cards. Building over rock and water is not so useful either. Let's take these two. See what they have. X token is also good. Ignore requirements. Okay. I see a talented communicator. I like that. Americas, Asia. Money sponsors. We like this. We can go for that. Research too. International zoo. What else? Big nose for keeping. I'm not sure. I like the flamingo in general, but building a 3 size is often not so too easy. But could be nice to fill in this gap after we build a 4 size here for the muskox. We don't have priority on Americas, then we're a bit lost. So maybe we take the flamingo still. Expert in Oz, Asian fish, 2 of them. Foreign Institute, okay. The building, so we can grab partner zoo. They build a 4 size over the 5 money. Are they going for release? Need to see. We can also start up here, but then with the 4 size we're a bit blocked. Okay, okay. They do a lot of things before. Or do we start up here? But that's far away from the binders. I like to have the binders close. I like down here, 3 size there for the flamingo later, maybe. We could even start over the binder and get the X token. We have the money for it. But here it touches 2 water. We can clever down cards. Yeah, we can clever down cards for now. Okay, they snap Foreign Institute. Should we break? They can play animals as well. Oh, we want to play our expert in herbivores. We get a lot of money from it. They just take uni in the end. Or they go for round 1 upgrade. Maybe we should have broken. Ah. Wrong animal. They want to upgrade animals. What do they have? Not sure. Do we want to build a 3 size now? We could build an aquarium, pick up the pellet surgeonfish. It's Asia. Expert in the Americas is nice. Which animal will they have? Let's see. What do I want to do? Cards is a bit in the way. I don't want to draw more cards. What animal do they have? Free range monkeys, that's not so useful in the end. Will they snap the... But then we can still break. Let's get the money. We have still the X token to break. If they snap the expert, we break. Yeah, then they need to get rid of one card. I like the clownfish. We have a good income. With money sponsors especially. Take Asia, makes sense. Also the Dusky Leaf looks very good. Two size or snapping, the Dusky Leaf looks very good. Clownfish we can look later, but the Dusky Leaf looks very good. Upgrade sponsors for sure. Reindeer is also nice. Do we build a 3 size? Probably. We can build a 3 size here, maybe a 2 size over there and play 2 animals if we need to. Should we snap up the... They will get a second worker anyway. How fast should we snap up the clownfish? Then we can also play 2 animals. They cost 26, we can trade. Oh my, they can't break fast enough, I think. And they could play, but they want to get their second worker also. And we can place the pavilion over the 5 money. Do they snap? Probably the reindeer. And the stoat, okay. Yeah, predator makes also sense. Mandrill. It's a bit interesting. So we can grab uni, upgrade it before using it. Now I feel like we should. But they want to use their worker as well. And we not too attached to expert in Australia. Okay with that. Do we want animal uni? Maybe predator uni? We get another card, but that's okay. We also need some rep at some point. Otherwise they can take predator uni. I feel like predator uni is better. We should take the predator before we upgrade line. Could be interesting at some point, let's see. At least we can play our animals. Oh, they have a release. That's good for them. Now I want the reindeer. At least we can get the reindeer in the break. It's a good start for them. What do they take? Hand size, okay. They're very far ahead in upgrades, rep. That might be a difficult game. They snapped the reindeer, makes sense. They needed to. I don't want to trade, I want to keep my X token for now. They probably break. Japanese macaque is very good, the hornbill is very good. Probably take the macaque. Was expected. Take the hornbill. What do we want to build? Do we want to do cards before we build? Maybe we build a 2-size down here. So we cover the first binder, at least. Probably they take the mandrill. No, they don't. Okay. They can play the macaque. Do we want Asia release? Maybe. Always draw from the deck. Somewhere would be much better. Of course. That might be difficult. What's our next? Do we break? Do we take uni first? Not unexpected. We have to give the money. Do we want to break? Do we play expert in Australia? But expert in Australia doesn't give us any money. Makes sense. They are working well to their Africa. They upgrade us those. Unfortunately, we can't break. Maybe we should have done the release. So we got 2 size. That might be more useful than the hand size uni. They probably snapped the Sun Bear. We snapped the Cobra, I guess. We can play the Cobra from... No, we can't. That was again not too smart, probably. Put the 2 size here. The clever cards down. Yeah, I should have taken it. Even though Federal Grants is good with money sponsors, but still. Curtis. How do I get there? Not at all, I guess. They can easily take it. And we play a stupid federal grants. We could do take all animals, but this feels a bit troll. This feels a bit troll and we show different things. Is tortoise worth a snap? That's a bit the question. Probably. Probably. We will get a lot of constrictions now. And it will hurt a lot. But I feel like we need the tortoise. That would be very good constriction timing for them. They take reptile uni, they get your sea turtle. Okay. They are very rich now. I think we need to break soon. Kind of want to do the project, but then we give up on Asia. We can upgrade not much. Do we want to upgrade build? Feels a bit wrong. Now they constrict our sponsors. That was so stupid. Yeah, I throw this game already. This was so bad. And our endgames are looking terrible as well. This round we did not achieve anything. We're so far behind. Nothing good coming in. Migration recording, even worse. They can release the reindeer. It's terrible. Again. Do I want the faster game? I don't know. Some things that give us points on the side. Now we can do Asia 4. They constrict us again. I ran again in the constriction. I'm so stupid. I'm so stupid. They play the rain. No, they can't play the reindeer, but they will play the. Wow, that was sure. It's okay. They are so close to finishing. We are so far behind. What do we even need? X tokens? Two size probably still. Now we get a three size here. I did not plan that very well again. Specialized habitats. Not going very well either. I don't know where we should go. Maybe the venom can hurt them a bit. What they do for Americas. They're so close to finishing. I'm getting destroyed. Yeah, I could have played it before with the expert anyway. We play a stupid hydrologist. That's not doing much for us. Sponsorship reptiles. They can easily finish after the break. If they don't break, we can at least build a 5 size. Not that it helps much. They can even play animals. They might even finish now. This game was so terrible. They might even be able to finish with again playing animals. But we need the 5 size anyway. What can we do? We can't do much about it anyway. We need 2 actions, but they can definitely finish with just playing animals now. But if we get only 1 action after the break, we dead anyway. I'm not sure. The break does not help us much, but they have too much money to... Dumpy. It's probably the best. We can afford both. Maybe the llama would be better for international zoo. I'm not sure. This is so annoying. I probably played a wombat. Okay. Maybe I should have let them the lemur. And take the wombat. No, apparently they did not hit anything. Maybe breaking was wrong. We don't even get the 1 rep we need for federal grants. Even with end games, we're not even over this. We're so far behind. Yeah, terrible game. Devastating loss. All the progress gone, but maybe we do another one to redeem ourselves a bit. That was... I'm very bummed about this game, but it only can get better from now. But I don't know. I just made wrong decision after wrong decision, running 2 times into their constriction with knowing it, forgetting about Sun Bear. All the progress, the slow progress, but finally I play against a good opponent and then I play terribly. Pavilion build is okay, we get one good one back. Higher worker source is better on here with, but I think X token is source makes more sense. They take digging cards and money sponsors, okay. And it's not that we had the worst cards last game. I think it was just not played well. We go for America's Hardcore, that could be something. Sea Cave as a project. Maybe the Flamingo is a good first animal. What are end goals? Large animal naturalist. What do we want to start? I would like to draw it up, but that's not so easy on this map. We can build the 3 size over the 5 money and the pavilion. This costs 9 minus 5. It could be, but is it worth it? The great area is very important for our game plan, but it feels a bit of a stretch. Maybe we still do it. Bird management plan could be interesting at some point. Another herbivore. Do we want to start Americas or Americas would be nice. And now we get the next token for it at least. Build an aquarium over the clever, okay. What do they clever down? Sponsors, I did not expect that. Let's take Americas. Maybe, do we break? Let's see what they take. Herbivores make sense. Mountain tapir, very good animal. Maybe we break. Maybe we'll build the 2 size first. How much do we need? 9 and 18. If we break 5, we can do it. If we break 5, we are at 19. Even if we build it, we can do it. And I like getting our income higher if they decide to do to break away what we have, then we can at least get 1 more income. Okay. They probably can't break Tambuki. That's good for project round 2. No, they can't break. We can play animals with an X token. Let's see what they do first. Maybe we X down build cards because we can, but then they can break with, yeah, we need to play animals now. Maybe I should have built the pavilion up here with the kiosk later. It could have been nice. So let's play animals. Let's do the Ria first. We will have, I think, some income advantage. Pelican, not too interesting for now. Do we want to boost down cards? Probably. Maybe we should have snapped up the bird management. Not too sure about it. X down animals, break 4 if needed, then build a 5 size. We're missing a bit of money. We're at, if we break 4, we're at 20. I like our start so far. We are on a good way to 5 Americas. So how do we do to have enough money? Do we need to do a stupid break 2 move? Or is it too... Or should we be more patient? They build again. Two size, okay. Probably we just break, get rid of the Pelican or the Sea Cave. Probably of this. This is a project. Pelican. Yeah, let's get rid of the Pelican. I probably will be annoyed about it. The income is very low. They probably break fast. So our plan is a bit not going where it should be. Except if they do something else. Okapi stable. Okay. They get extra money with money sponsors. That's nice. There's so many. The question is a bit, where do we want to build the 5 size? Do we cover 2 spots down here just to be next to the tower? I think we can cover them later with small animals. Are we doing a stupid break 2 move? But they didn't play a sponsor with it at least. They have at least 4 Herbies with the mountain taper. The break 2 move feels so wrong. But they dig something away. They don't. Now we can play our animal at least. They probably play the mountain taper. The ray, okay. I did not expect that. I'm not sure what they're waiting with their resource for. Now they do a sauce. Not so sure. Ah, small animals, okay. We can snap the wombat or the I think 2 size is better. Maybe upgrade sponsors since we also kinda need animal. Kinda need enclosures. Yeah, let's take 2 size. Upgrade sponsors or animals. That could have been an idea, but let's upgrade animals for now. Build a 2 size here for the flamingo. Maybe snap up this bird management plan. So we have our next project. Seems okay. Yeah, especially now since we can do the break. Then we don't need to get rid of a card. We have our next project. Wall Lizard could also be a next project. Do we want to clever something down? Maybe build. We can take the Wombat from range. Big Institute makes sense. It's still very poor. Are we doing the Abiva project first? We can play the Wall Lizard from range and the Wombat. I don't hate it that much. We won't pouch anything. Then we can release the... What do we want to build? Oh, we don't have anything. Maybe we should have done this first and got an extra wrap for animals. Definitely. We can do habitats as well. But the release feels more useful now. To get the enclosure back. Take snapping, even though there's not that much, we can take the porcupine. Another small animal that's good for 2-size enclosures. Maybe this is useful at some point. Reptile breeding, not so interesting anymore. It seems like we're far ahead for now. Let's break. Do we want to break with sponsors? Maybe. Leave cards high, since we need to see more cards, but now we need to get rid of them all. That's a nice move. Now they're at, yeah. Farm animals, native farm animals. We're at, we would have 4. They don't have much, but let's break with sponsors and take native farm animals. Or we snap the release. Maybe we still snap native farm animals we can't play anyway. Probably the release is too good. They can get a lot of endgame points with it. But with the release, maybe we can work a bit better for naturalists too. Build a 4-size. Maybe they have a rhino. Let's draw from the deck. That's good. They're all good. What do I want to get rid of? Holy crap. Probably the porcupine can die now. Play these 2 birds. What do we want to upgrade? Sponsors, since we need money, a sauce. Maybe a sauce could be also a thing. We're not that rich. Maybe we need the money. Let's upgrade the source. That will be a lot of points with all the... We can clever down build, for sure. Maybe we place one kiosk, it's looking so good here. That helps with not upgrading sponsors also. Clever down builds. Do association. Release the bison. Meerkat then is definitely good, but at least it's quite late already. But with native farm, but it's only 3-point native farm for now. 2. Where is the... 1, 2, yes. Let's do a sauce. And we could do also herbivores as long as we have it, but I want to have the... Okay. How much do we get for that? At least we are higher than before. So, since this was short, maybe we do another one. I get some back, but yeah. Let's see, maybe we do a third game. This will be the last one for sure. Since after once friends come by to play board games in analog, in real life. 3 not so good action cards to start with. We are on Research Institute. But at least here the build over rock and water is useful. Oh. This is not good at all. Oh. Stacking partners is not useful if you want to do habitats. Maybe we take these 2, it's terrible action cards. They have a very good one. So we are second player, they still have dips on... We have Europe. Bird management plan, but maybe we don't need all the Europe. This one over here, as I launch, is one of the best spots for it. That's too good to pass up, so we definitely take this. Take the Predator and this Europe. Yeah. I think this is a good start. Large animal and international zoo. We kind of want to start over there now, which makes everything a bit more awkward. Maybe we wait a bit on the excavation site for later. But the start with it is too good. Maybe we go for 2 rep uni for now and get an upgrade quite fast this way. Or do we start with Europe Partner Zoo? Maybe Europe is more important. Let's see what they do. We would be also interested in the management plan. Or do we just start? They're also interested in the management plan, but we could leech off it at least. So do we want to take Predator Uni? Build a 2-size Predator Uni? Start with Conference on Europe, which is not the best. But we don't need the... We don't need the partner zoo for now. Predator Uni has a bailout. If we can't do Europe too. Okay, they take Americas. Take rep. What do we want to upgrade? Maybe animals. Just get the rep going, and then we can upgrade sponsors later. Play conference. Or should we break with all the cards they have? But then we're kind of stuck as well. Which animal do we want to mark? Vultures. This is a sheep. Sheep. America's tech. Hydrologist is good. Oh, they have the... I thought they have the marketing. It's selling, so we can do a cards action. We need to get rid of some cards. I guess that's okay. The monkey, maybe the fish can go for now. Monkey could be interesting with the breeding program. Probably we still get rid of all of these, so maybe it was not too smart to draw cards. Do I want to build a 2-size first to play a stupid llama? Llama cost 13, 17, 21. It could work exactly. Water Dragon, so they're going for habitats faster than we do. Jaguar. What do they keep with the hunter effect? Ribbon tail. Okay, it's this one. Let's see first one he hunts. Nothing. What do we want to mark? Maybe the Cayman. I don't want to risk a wave and getting this one into hand. Yep. What do we get rid of? Maybe the monkey and the sea lion. Go for predator management. Maybe we go for 5 Europe. Low mountain range. Maybe we go for not 5 Europe. Probably they snap it up. Predator breeding is good. They upgrade sponsors, maybe. Yeah, makes sense. Do you want to go for 4 Europe? Probably the tempo on it is too good. We have Africa. Maybe take 2 CP worker doesn't make sense if they could easily break it away. Do you want to get 1 rep just to we get a hunter action anyway. 1 rep to upgrade it. Let's get ahead with the rep. Predator is not that important. Maybe snapping for Dusky Leaf. So we have Asia. Upgrade sponsors. Build could build be interesting to build the 2 size and the 1 size. Let's first do the hunter effect, then we see what we need to snap. That's good. Platypus is definitely nice. So for now we're only missing Asia. Okay. Build a 1 size, clever down cards. Oh, we have another clever with. Build a 2 size for the platypus. They can't break in 1. Maybe we take the Asian monkey. How many cards can we keep? We can only play 1. Let's not draw 1 up then. We need it next to water. Do we want to build 1 more? We can. No, we don't. We want to play the platypus. Maybe we should have built more towards the size. They built a 5 size enclosure. It's a bit scary. But I hope the venom will hurt them. Can break, get rid of the... Yeah, the venom hurt them, that's good. Get rid of the Cayman. Probably take Asia. Don't give them the Australia tech. Publications is also nice, of course. There's the Asia tab that's more interesting. Okay. They have a good release. Take Asia partner Su, build here, play excavation site. Do we want to build a 5 size already? Need it at some point. But maybe a 2 size makes more sense since we want to play the Wombat as well. Maybe we can get away with building one kiosk. We have enough, okay. They take 5 money, okay. And the 3 dice. Do we want to X down cards? It's like one more card, but now we need to see cards afterwards, so probably we do animals first, then... Clever long cards for now. They get a ×2. No, they get 2 rep. They get also a second worker. They have so much money. No, we can do Habitats 5. Into 2 size. But they have many open enclosures and a lot of money. Definitely 2 size. Do we want the Nile crocodile? Probably not. Rain is okay. Do we want to build a straight up 5 size? Probably we do. But it's only connected to rock, which is okay. We have still room for a 5 size there. I like the taper and the research, of course. Barn owl is good. Another Europe. Jellyfish. We have snapping cards. Do we snap the research? They can draw it up easily. They might just break anyway, so we don't have hand size. But then we need third uni, and this is also kind of useless. The taper is at least something to play. And we need partner zoo anyway. I'm not sure if it's the correct decision. Always draw from the deck. We still have a lot of empty enclosures. Mandrill. Now we snap the medical, I think. Take Australia partner zoo. Upgrade cards. I probably take the Tasmanian Devil, of course. We could take the Mandrill with the ignore requirements token. Sponsors, definitely. Am I afraid of anything? Maybe the macaque can die. What was that? 2 decks remaining. Huge monkey. They don't have a petting zoo. The question is if we should just break. Probably. Even though medical breakthrough is very good. Maybe the porcupine should have been gone. Yeah. So maybe we break. That's good. The only question is which card do we get rid of? Medical breakthrough is definitely good, but the other 3 work so well together. With the ignore requirements token. Chill. What do we want? What would be good? The taper is definitely nice. The Coty is also good. The bird is good. Maybe the bird is the best because it's quite cheap and gives almost as many points. I would like to go down here at some point. Makes sense with their project. They build even more. We're missing one more Australia tag. Do we want to clever down build? Probably. 2x down build. Or should we just build? How much do we need? 29. We can build. We can fully build. Maybe at some point we can. Have a foresight ready next to water. Makes probably enough sense. So we can reach it with the 2 size later. They do 5 Europe now. What do we want? The National Zoo? Probably. How do we want to go about it? Do we want to take extra worker? I feel like we need to see cards anyway. They can't break. We get rid of some cards afterwards anyway, so. Do we want to draw away the tunnel from them? Oh, they don't have sponsors upgraded. But they can at some point. The Taper is a good animal for them. They have so much money. So maybe we just want to do a quick break. Let's play the bird for now. Maybe Teja into break would even be better. Ah, we can break anyway. We still haven't done Europe. But we released the Golden Eagle anyway. They have Europe release as well, but that's okay. Do you want to clever something down? X tokens. X tokens is not needed that much and either. Do we need another worker? At some point we do. Do we need money? We need money. But we break. Maybe we take clever. Let's see what animals they have. The Tasmanian Devil, okay. That we knew about. We need an Australian animal, for sure. I don't have many cards, that's at least good. But they're still ahead. And what's about the end games? Okay, they help us even break. Don't. If we want to do 2 projects, maybe the taper dice, maybe the raccoon is more useful. And we can afford them more easily at least. We could do the other one too, but... Brown bear. Conference in Australia would be the one thing we need for Australia. But brown bear. They have everything to play it. We can take both. That's good that we built the pavilion here. Down. And down. They need cards desperately. What do we get? What do we have? We get 13, 19, so we had 68. We have for Australia. So we had 80. We don't need much. We don't need much. Do we do a project first? Probably. Then we can take 3x tokens. We can release a bird. That would be +6. Europe is also +6. Maybe we do Europe. Take extra worker since we get 3x tokens here. They have still scary enclosures. They might have panda deck. Yeah, they might have panda. That might be a bit scary. They build a kiosk. I'm not sure. Let's see what they have. Bison, okay. Kangaroo. I still feel like they have panda or tortoise. Some. How do we do? They can easily play it. He needed to break, but that's not working. This makes it so terrible. They probably can finish in one action. And we lose again. Oh, this panda is annoying. I need to take it away. This is stupid. They definitely can finish in one with panda. They can't play it from range, but if we could break, that would be nice. Then we can do two things. But we can't. Can only break for 6. Sun bear. Now we need to break. Now we need to hope they can't finish, right? Now we do break. Play Sun bear into giant panda. That could be good. That was a lucky draw at least. No. Do they finish? It's 32 money. 2-3 sizes. They could, maybe. With the sauce they can't finish, right? $32. 37. Should be enough. Do we need the X tokens? Let's be safe. This gives the most money, I guess. The most points, I guess. Maybe with the Rhea. The Edda. Does the Edda do anything? Okay, they finish, I guess, with Ria, and if they win by 3 points, then I butchered it. Oh, they get 3 points more because of me. They finish at 9. Two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Small animals would be the same as Australia. Mm. Sunbear saved our ass for sure. Wow. That was nice at least. I was so lucky. That was let's not write it, but yeah, the Sunbear draw was so lucky and in the end gave us the victory. Otherwise we would have lost. They also had only a 1 CP endgame, but even a full one would have still let them win. Oh, that was lucky. I felt very behind at some point, but we managed to get through. I'm happy with the last game. I'm not so, but it was lucky. The middle game was played good, I guess, but the first game was terrible. So, but 3 games for once. I hope you enjoyed the longer video. Let me know in the comments. And as was pointed out recently, I'm a heavy breaker. Maybe that's true for almost all my games. Yeah. See you next time. Bye bye.